Just imagine a girl who is cherishing her life and leading her life in a way that she has only 1 second, 1 moment, and 1 day. Every single second of her life was the motto of her life, and she's so happy in her life. Also, she looks so stunned and beautiful. She has that pretty eyes. Especially, I loved it. Even though she is an IT professional working as an engineer, especially because we Indians know how much difficult to survive as an engineer, still on weekend she's getting time and she's frequently going on a trips with her brother and family. And in that moments, clicking lot of pictures and making lot of reels. In all the reels and the pictures, we don't see any moments as scripted. It feels so realistic in her reels, and she captures real moments and uploading them on social media, getting a lot of views, likes, and comments. With that, she's so happy in her life. It sounds like a dream life for every Indians. While also cherishing and living this happy life, she is very ambitious towards her life. While doing all this, she is also pursuing her MBA, which shows how determined and ambitious she was towards her life. But what happened to this beautiful lady that today we are going to study? What made her this so caring person to get 84 stabs from the closest one of her, means really the closest one? You won't even guess the killer who can be. Like, I will give one hint. With that, I think you guys will in the next part, that the one she came into this world with, and the one she felt so secure with, the one she always had a shoulder to lay down, the one who always cared, the one she always shared her problems with. This is Kramada and I'm your shadow here to hear this case, the case of Himshika Singh. And this entire video dedicated to her because she deserves this video. Himshika Singh, she was a 25-year-old, too young to die. Went to their mother. She was very happy, very loving, charming, and caring person. Basically, we can say that all the good qualities in a one person. But the most saddest part is, I genuinely felt that poor did she know that her caring personality can cost the price of her life. Basically, she was working in Gurugram in a private company as an engineer. As every engineer, she also don't like her job, but still she is working to earn more money. And also, she is doing MBA. I genuinely think that she has different plans in her life. But the one thing that we can regularly notice on her social media, well as in real life, she is very attached to her family. She always visits her family once in a while, or every festivals that she usually regularly meets her family. She was staying in Gurugram because of the job, that too in a rented apartment. Again, she was nowhere connected to Gurugram, so she is staying in a rented apartment with her own brother, that is Hardik Singh. Mother, that is Nilima Singh, she is around 50 to 55-year-old. She is working as an assistant manager in a health insurance company, that too in Moradabad. Okay, also she was staying in Moradabad, but the thing is, their families neither belong to the Moradabad nor Gurugram. They're basically from Bodhan district. Again, I will take 1 second. I am a South Indian girl, so if I pronounce any places or a person's name in a wrong way, please forgive me. And with that, I am continuing the case. Nilima shifted when she got married, and later she got job as an assistant manager in Moradabad. So it's very easy for her because she came to Moradabad as a bride, and then she got a job in Moradabad. So she kind of settled down in Moradabad in a rented home. Here, Himshika and Hardik got jobs in Gurugram, so they were staying in there. But when they met, they were very happy and they are so close, and they looks very devoted, family, that loving, caring. It's so cute to see. But wait, The devoted, family turns into the tragedy. When I was studying this case, I watched a lot of their vlogs and a lot of their reels. That's, they are very, very kind, at least in a video. They are. I don't know about their personal life because, again, I have no comments about that. They're very happy, there is no single moment that I felt this is scripted. So I genuinely felt they are happy, they are cherished, and very supportive family, and that's very cute family, that's very joyful. The thing is, even their mom, she is also have a great personality that is, joyful and cheerful. But the sad part is, Neelima has been separated from her husband from 10 years back. Still, the great part is, still she raised them as a great single mother, like even taking all the responsibilities, fulfilling all the dreams. She tried her best to give the best life to their children, in terms of education, love, affection, everything. And I think she successfully did it also. Being a single parent, that too in India, is not a easy task. Like, society, some peoples are there to taunt a people instead of doing nothing in their life. So type of scenarios, she handled it very well. That everything is looking perfect, right? But then what's actually went wrong? But one day on March 6th, some of the neighbors were crowded and they called police, and police got shocked on a call by hearing the information they got, and they rushed to the location and they couldn't believe their eyes, to be very honest. The woman they got the information was actually stabbed 6 times. Police recognized her as Neelima, but trust me, that was not the biggest part. The biggest part was when they walked into the house, that is Neelima's house. Basically, when police entered into their house, they saw a girl whose the body was lying on the floor, was completely filled with blood. Police couldn't even believe the horrible thing they saw. The entire home was completely filled with blood, and that lady, was barely recognizable, but still, with all the evidence, they identified as Imshika. Yes. Then police immediately rushed Neelima and Imshika to the hospital, and unfortunately, Imshika was declared dead. But luckily, Neelima got into a treatment, and police got so clueless, because police are not able to process the scenario. So police have a lot of questions in their mind. But again, one is declared as dead, so they can't ask her, and the another one, again, she is going through a treatment. But luckily, that lady, that is Neelima, was barely able to talk. She could manage just one word, one name, that is Hardik Singh. Hardik Singh is a 25-year-old twin brother of Imshika Singh and the son of Neelima. She came into this world, this is what it means. And is also a content creator. He is basically a vlogger, okay? He does a lot of type of videos that usually, recording his life and everything. What? But wait. The one who is posting about a feminist, the one who is fighting about human rights, the freedom and everything. And again, as I told, he was talking about work toxicity also, and he got some around 6.9 lakh views, if I'm not wrong, in his vlog. And all these things, he looks more sensible in a vlogs, and when I watched the videos, I genuinely felt he was not scripting. But what actually made Hardik kill the most important and the valuable women of his life? And when they got to know that who is behind of this, that is Hardik Singh, police started to searching for him. And within 24 hours, police arrested him in New Moradabad. You know what? He didn't resist. He was so calm and composed. He even cooperated to police. That is shows he was very sure that police gonna arrest him, and he was maybe prepared for that. But when the interrogation started, the dark face of Hardik was opened. Got to know some other angles in this case. Hardik worked in a Google company, which I'm not sure, because some of them denying completely and some of them are telling that is truth, which we aren't sure. But anyways, let's continue with as an engineer only. He worked as an engineer in a Google company that is everyone knows how much reputed the company was, and it has a global recognition. Everything was going okay, but one day Hardik resigned his job and he wanted to pursue a content creator. And police got to know one such shocking part. They got to know the arguments, the devoted brothers and sisters who is looking so devoted, they are not actually the real, means not the complete real, but in some part of their life they are, from the bottom of their heart. I'm sure she wasn't think like that, but in Hardik's mind and in his heart, he was lost. Or when the interrogation started, police got to know a lot of things that wasn't there in social medias. Like, they usually have arguments that is, everybody says arguments is very common. Like every siblings do arguments, every siblings fights with each other. So what's the big matter? But they had a lot of arguments before also, that moment also, and a lot of times the argument was so loud. But the thing is, it was about few things only, because he was in a depression from the past 7 months. From the past 7 months, he was in a depression just because he was dating one girl on online, and the one key point is he never met her physically, not even once. She was a Muslim girl from Pune. Relationship, this whatever the relationship was there, it lasted 1.5 years. Again, if it stays more than 1 year, it get intense. But I think is a red flag, because you will get to know after what he did. After you get to know what he did, I think you guys will agree with me, because I genuinely felt like it was a red flag. That's the reason maybe she broke up with him. It all happened around 7 months back. You guys may think this has nothing to do with this, right? But no. Because of this, during their relationship, they had promised, as every couples do, they promised to live together and die together, but it ended. That impacted a lot on Hardik's mental health. He got depressed. He was not working. Means the charm was not there. He was very he became very careless and completely a depressed mode always. But still, he was doing a logs on his own. So at that point of time, like literally, seeing a brother in such a phase of their life, that would be very difficult for Imshika also, because no such a sister wants to see their brothers in a depressed situation, because that hits more than them, because they knows what they are losing, what they are the concern. So again, as every sisters do, as a caring sister, she was very concerned about her brother. So she was always giving a reality check for him, and she's continuously forcing him to move on, to start his new life, which is good thing. But pity she did know this one sentence can cost her entire life. Forcing him to move on and to start his new life. Maybe on somewhere she was still looking at him with his bright future, but he wasn't ready for that, the reality checks. So what happened was the same fight happening over and over again. On March 6th, the argument again started. But this time it was so intense that she couldn't realize what was actually happening in that moment. in the argument again, she started giving a reality check again and again. So Adik started to lose his control. He went straight to the kitchen and took the large knife that was there, and he came towards her own sister and started stabbing his own sister straight and continuously for 84 times. Just imagine the situation. She was just giving a reality check. She was really concerned. She was a just responsible sister, nothing more than that. And on that moment, just imagine the situation, stabbing 84 times. Do you really think it's an impulsive moment? It happened in a moment of anger. If you have to stab a person 84 times, it means you know what you are doing, right? Like, if you have to stab 84 times, means you have to know what you are doing. At that kind of time, Adik was knowing what she was doing, and I'm pretty much sure he did what he was doing by knowing what he was doing. In between all of this, poor Himshika, she was running like a baby. She was running to save her life from kitchen end to the room, kitchen end to the room to the hall, and in a hall, she stopped fighting. She stopped fighting for her life because she died. She was trying to save herself, running, and in between this incident, when he's trying to stab her, Imshika was trying to save herself, running, and the entire home was filled with her blood, especially the living area, because on that point of time, he killed her, like he stabbed her a lot of times from the kitchen to the bedroom to the hall, and everywhere she tried to run and she tried to escape, but unfortunately and sadly she couldn't fight back and she couldn't save her life. Just one thing was there, that is Himshika's blood. Himshika's blood filled that home, that home, like one she was living in. Just imagine the situation. The same girl who as a child was playing hide and seek or stealing the food and running from him, now running from the same person to just save her own life. After everything, he was not in shock, he was not crying, he was not tense, nothing. He was calm and he went to the washroom. He cleaned himself, changing his clothes because the entire clothes were soaked in blood. It took a moment to think, 1 or 2 minutes. In that moment, he think about something that's gonna be the worst decision. Like, how can he think like that? And what he think, you will get to know. And after this, just imagine, he did such a horrible crime to her own sister, that two twin, they came to this world together, and for her doing this was such a horrible thing and nobody can even imagine. And he didn't even kill her in a good way. Like, I'm not supporting this, but you know how intense she got pain, like when she got stabbed, her entire body from neck, kidney, liver, heart, her face, her entire body, not even a single organ left in her body without a damage. Every single organ of her body got severely damaged. And after doing all of this, he drives a car to his mother's workplace and is so calm. Is not showing a single, unusual moment. And he told that I have a surprise for you. How can his mind works? And again, she have no idea what he meant of surprise. So she went with him. And when she opened the door and entered to the house, before she could understand the moment what actually happened, the that girl that was barely recognizable was lying on the floor, and her blood was completely filled over the hall, room, kitchen, wherever she looked. She, before she could understand, before she could ask anything, Hardik took the same knife, stabbing her own mother. But, and he stabbed her own mother for 6 times. Everything was going according to his plan, but one thing he didn't thought, that was his mother's resistance. Like, he didn't have a thought that his mothers would, fight back. So when she started fighting back, luckily and successfully, she somehow managed herself and she's, running. But on that moment, the neighbors couldn't believe their eyes, and the lady was running towards them for a help. And luckily again, the neighbors are too good because they didn't panic and they helped her by calling the police and took her to the hospital. And if you ask me now what's her condition, now she is discharged and she is staying in her brother's home in Bodhan district. Again after this, Hardik got arrested, and interrogation, he told in a very calm way that these all are the things that happened. And you know what, the sentence that he told, it made me more angry, because he told in a calm way that he warned her before so many times, still she didn't stop. She interfered too much. Just like it's not his fault, she interfered, that's why I did it. After all of this, he wasn't aware that his mother got, got a treatment and she's in hospital. And once he got to know that his mother was discharged, and the calm Hardik Singh, now he started to tense and become restless, like he was not sleeping, he's not, behave as a normal person. He started talking abnormally and shouting out to the police and asking the police when they are going to leave, and how is her mom and who is taking care of her. Like, he is talking a lot of questions. Now the thing is, the cold killer's son now turned into the tense and caring son, like the sudden shift. But the thing is, he knows that when he killed Imshika, he's gonna be in a jail. And the most important part in interrogation, police asked, okay, fine, you killed your sister because she's interfering too much, right? Why did you kill your mother? Like, did it make any sense to kill your mother? And for that also he told something even more, he will go even more crazy. Like, he told that, I know I was going to jail, so if I go to jail, who gonna take care of my mother? Like, who gonna take care of her? Like, he was claiming that he did it because it's an act of love. According to him, he stabbed his own mother by the name of love. I don't know. Like, can you even imagine the mindset of him? Like, the one mistake I genuinely felt, if they had any mistake, that is, when he got depressed, or when they noticed that he was not okay, I think they should send him to a therapist or something. So if they did anything like that, now maybe the devoted, the family was look like the same. But unfortunately they didn't notice, or even though they noticed, because of that only Imshika was forcing him to move on, but they didn't take that much of serious, they didn't give that much seriousness that they has to. That time he knows that he is gonna be in a jail because of what he did, and suddenly forget all the things. Now is, started asking like, when can I go home? This stuff of questions, like, I I genuinely felt, is he forget what he has done to his sister? And still he didn't, and there is no way he didn't say anything about his sister. And I genuinely felt he was not in a guilt for what he did to his sister. As he told to the police, he did it because she was interfering too much, even after he told her to not interfere. And even there is a one video clip of Himshika and Hardik and his grandfather was sitting, and Hardik asked his grandfather was like, is the religion matters to a marriage? And he in that reels, he asked that is religion matters to marriage, and his grandfather says no. And on that conversation, Himshika interfered as like, even the girl is Muslim. Like at the end of the video, he told something like, nobody has stood there just to interfere in someone's life in a term, in a meaning, something in that meaning he told. So again, see, everyone has their own life and rights, and nobody should interfere in someone's personal life, but it doesn't mean just because she interfered. And the thing is, she was not interfering in a wrong way. She was just as concerned as she could be. She is his own twin sister, and she has every right to give a reality check for him. I'm not saying she has a right to interfere, but I'm saying she has a right to give a reality check for him. Just because he wasn't ready for it doesn't mean she can't, right? And again, in Indian siblings, they don't even have a privacy word, but here they are modest family, so they have that thing. But I personally believe maybe he thought because of Himshika, he got the breakup. Like, it's not because of his actions, it's not because of his words or his toxic behavior, it's because of Himshika. Himshika's interfering is too, that is the only thing in his mind, according to me. Again, it's my opinion. And the most coincident thing that I noticed is maybe in his last reels, I am not sure which one, but there is some caption, okay, rest and peace. And again, a lot of people commented about that, you made her rest in peace, that's purely coincidence, but I just genuinely wanted to say this. I don't know why, but I did. Anyways, guys, again, after all of this, I will not tell you that don't believe whatever social media shows. What he even told, respect girls, women and sisters to get respect from society for you. And he told a lot of lines like this, and he shows himself as a feminist. I don't know whether he is personally that type of boy or not. And in another video that in Himshika's reel that I see, she's telling something like, is the biggest blessings of my life, kind of. And maybe in real life he was, but it turned into like this because of his depression, or I don't know what genuinely happened to him, but I genuinely felt he told to everyone, but the thing is, he never applied to his own life. He told everything for others, but he never followed it, and unfortunately, it ended in a worst way that it can be. I felt so bad for Himshika because every way, even the way he killed was with such a brutal that you won't believe the brutality of the way he killed his own sister, that when they are doing autopsy, they videographed it, because usually when such a crime, especially that gets worse, or that is that filled with a brutality or such a horrible crimes, that usually gets videographed because to study further, and it can be psychology, and just imagine he did this for his own sister. When I was watching the reels, I genuinely felt there is no way we can identify this is the same person who did such a thing like this. I couldn't believe my eyes. They looked so devoted, brother and sister bonding. Always the cute love or the fight. Fight means cute fight, what he had done now, but the way they are leading their life, encouraging for each other, I can't believe with that. And in a video that she was telling, now we will enjoy the life, doing videos, going to the gym. Like, she has a lot of things to achieve in her life. I genuinely felt bad for her. I just want to say this, like, guys, see, this is a perfect example. Like, people will always show what they want to show, not what they are. Please remember this, because this is very, very, very important line. For that, never ever believe in such a content creator, even including me also. Never ever believe them. Like, watch them as a content creator, not with that, like, I know them. And getting emotionally connected with a content creator is not a good thing, because you guys know them as a virtual personality of them, not the real one who they are, the core of them. So even in a real life also, guys, we don't know the people's real face, like, unless they want to show us. I love this line. People will always show what they want to show, not what they are. Remember this line. And with that, I'm ending this case. I hope you guys liked it, and that's it for today. Before I am ending this video, I just want to tell you guys, please never ever rely on someone to make yourself happy, because that's your responsibility to be happy. That's your duty to make yourself happy. It's not someone. So remember that even some bonds can make you happy, but it's not for permanent of your life. It's not stamped to be a permanent. And never make someone so close that you will lost yourself. So this is a small suggestion from your younger or older sister. That's it. See you in the next case. Till that, take care of yourself. I hope you all will be good. And that's it. Tada. Bye.